Emir can't let me through. Oh, met traveler. What business brings you here? Yes, of course, right this way. Do you know Lahi?
No matter how far he goes, man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
We have arrived.
Shut up, we're gonna hear this music
Vast
playing.
though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable. Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
What's up, Emmett?
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule!
Okay, Garlean.
Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days.
Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
Colonialist.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Hint. It's up your butthole.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy
Not really
the
a
view
hint,
together?
is it?
Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows? Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
There was a show of good faith in there?
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more.
Nah.
Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
Plan our Ashen counterpart meaneth to follow wheresoever we lead. Were it otherwise, he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Verily, it pervadeth every corner. So long as the Light Warden remaineth, the sinners shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease. If naught is done, 'tis but a matter of time before the blessed succumb. 2 years past, a swarm of sin-eaters did lay waste unto their largest settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Though some few did survive, they knew not how to go on, wayward souls in want of a guiding hand. For a mercy, Y'shtola hath provided that which they sorely needed. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and thither shall we bend our steps to Fort God. And this is why Mount Music is turned off. Because, do you know Lahi? '78 to the northeast. I love this zone music. It is amazing.
see little sign of recent activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Seems reasonable. Oh, hi.
Now, surround them!
What did I do? No shoot. No shoot. Hands up. I put down my weapons, but they're
These
attached.
Sin-Eaters, they're not like the others.
I'm not a Sin-Eater.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak? It's a Sin-Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
How can I speak? Because I'm not a Sin-Eater. Kupo? Kupo? Kupo?
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
No, it still seems pretty amusing.
Oh, for the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives.
Kupo?
You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so, I retire to the shade.
Kupo?
Good luck.
Kupo? Okay, bye, Kupo.
There. Did you see that one disappear?
And yeah, he went hard.
Enough. Runard, report.
Hi, Y'shtola. Hi, Toph. I'm watching you.
Master Matoya!
We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin-Eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin-Eaters, then what?
You know
Just
me.
passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not?
Less confusing when you remember she's blind.
Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
I mean, it's been years.
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
It's worth
First
a
explain
thought.
this other presence in your company. The one I know not. There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Oh yeah, because I've, like, summoned 2 Lightworns into myself. And all she
Mine
sees is the
apologies,
other.
Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us.
This scene makes so much more sense if you know that Y'shtola is blind.
Though she is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but 2 Light Wardens have already perished by her most puissant hand.
cannot be.
I was so confused the first time I played this scene as to why she didn't recognize us. It's because she's not seeing us. She's seeing the ether of two Sin Eaters that we've absorbed. She only sees ether. That really needs to be somewhere besides like a completely optional side quest.
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika and its people.
She's been blind since Heaven's Ward. The act of going into the life stream and pulling herself back out made her blind, and the statement where the game is explicit on this point is in a optional side quest, and I can't remember which one it is. Toph, that camera's not on, no one can see you. You've been busy since arriving in the First, I gather, but I would hear the tales of your travels in more suitable surroundings. With Fort Gone yet to be rebuilt, the Knights Blessed have made their home in a settlement to the northeast. I'll await you at its embrace. Follow a path through yonder gate and you'll find me soon enough. She's been blind since Heaven's Ward, but it's not really until Shadowbringers that it starts really becoming part of the narrative. Hey, Sully. Yeah, I mean, rubber bands are awesome, but she shouldn't eat them. Didn't find one in the litter box when I was cleaning it earlier or anything. No, definitely not. I did. Yeah, she just wandered up onto the art desk, pushed a single rubber band off, and then jumped down to try and eat it. There you are. I was beginning to worry. Much like the Twelves would, this forest has a way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. But I digress. Let me show you the home of the Knights Blessed. Yep. She leave now that yeah, I think she left now that I took the rubber band away from her. And put all the rubber bands into a drawer so she can't get at them anymore. Yeah. Amaro, good. Cool. Netherite. $47 to the north, so a little bit.
Sliverbao is the largest of the blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself.
Yeah, good. They have cabbages. That's what's important.
It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood. I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people.
Good. I don't need no feast.
Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come. I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika.
Mm-hmm.
In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own.
Reasonable.
My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I've come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Hrothgar. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in XIV. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded.
Okay, I fight things.
XIV, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force.
Oh.
They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape.
So I gotta befriend them. Is that a double-heeled stiletto?
Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Does seem more stable.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me.
You think?
Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering XIV unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city?
Sure.
Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
Got it. Not that important. Understood.
I must say, Ishtola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd. But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
Ooh, burn.
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Understanding and
Understands, perhaps, but
accepting
does
your
not
difference.
accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
I'm not indifferent to Thancred's troubles. Nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to a higher standard after all these years. He's ever been a man of considerable resolve, and that is what I will continue to expect. Though it hardens me to know that some of us remain ourselves in spite of our present circumstances. I can but imagine how Alize and Alfino have changed since arriving here in the first. Change is a part of life. Can but hope it's for the better. You're right. And after my untoward remarks to Thancred, no doubt he thinks I changed for the worse. I'll have to speak with him later. Returning to the matter at hand, I really must begin work on deciphering this tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you should take a look about Slitherbow. If there's anything you need, pray speak with Runar at the plaza. Welcome, friend. Welcome. My apologies for our less than hospitable greeting earlier. Tell me, what's your name? From where do you hail? From the Crystarium. I see. This tablet you brought may help us find the warden here in Raktika. Oh, you're welcome to stay with us as long as you need. Come, let me show you around. Would it be alright if I joined you? Of course. Anything for the guests of our dear Master Matoya. Thank you. She means a great deal to the Knights Blessed, doesn't she? Not for her, we may have all perished in the Great Fire. With our priests slain and our home in ruins, we're at the mercy of the Sin Eaters. It was she who drove them back. With her sage guidance, we were able to rebuild. Before long, she became a central figure in our community. Great oak within whose shadow many have come to find solace. That is not to say we're not those hesitant to grant an outsider such authority, myself included. Perhaps it is a smile in her eyes when she speaks of the sunless sea. I feel whole again, now that she is with us, and I have no doubt others feel the same. She is as much a part of the Knights Blessed as any of us. We are grateful for all she does in service of the dark. But you did not hear this from me, yes? Now, you should know there are certain customs we ask guests to adhere to so long as they reside within Slitherbow. Show reverence to the dark? In a word, yes, but fear not, it is not too involved. Let us begin with something simple. Follow me. Can we leave Slitherbow? It doesn't have Lahi. Should you see any of our people come to this chamber, they have likely returned from a journey beyond the borders of Raktika. Use the water stored here to cleanse ourselves of the light's impurity. A simpler and perhaps peculiar custom, but it is one of our most important. Would you two kneel for just a moment, that I might rid you of the light's impurity? As Rudra lightly sprays you with water, your skin begins to tingle. And with that, you've been cleansed of the light's blighted touch. How do you feel? Not sure, to be honest. Not refreshed exactly, but I do feel different. Has this water been treated in some way? Only blessed by our priests. They are practiced in the arcane arts. Such it is said their prayers imbue the water with a faint dark energy. A prickling sensation. No one has ever spoken of such a reaction before. I wouldn't say it was an unpleasant sensation, but I too felt something strange. Dark aspect of this water should have no discernible effect. Unless... By the gods, Master Tomoyo was right. You are Sin Eaters. I just... What you felt was likely no more than the chill of the water. Perhaps now would be a good time for you to acquaint yourselves with the people of Slitherbow. For that, I must teach you a customary greeting. Alin Tuta. In the language of Ronka, it is one of several ways one might say good evening. The world is not as safe as it once was. This greeting lets us quickly discern friend from foe. Is there a handshake or a gesture we should know too? Would hate to offend anyone. You need not worry. Merely speak the words Alintuta, and they will know you as a friend of the blessed. I'll wait your return here. Now go. They are likely to be heartened by your knowledge of our ways. Chat mode and say enter Alintuta to greet the villagers of Slitherbow. Elderly woman smiles warmly. Thanks. Ah, newly come traveler. Alinchisi, and welcome to Slitherbow. You must forgive us if we seem strangely reserved. We're a quiet and taciturn people. Silent and serene as the sunless sea. Quiet makes it easy to discern the presence of eaters and other dangers here in the woods. There. And Chisi, welcome, friend. I take it you'll remain in these woods for some time, yes? Be wary of these woods. You'll find poison in near everything you see. But fear not, our medicinal tea will keep you healthy. Ask and it is yours. Yeah, talk to the people. What's next? Everyone was so kind and gracious. I was nervous at first, but already I'm starting to feel at home. There's still much I have to learn about the Knights Blessed, but their faith and strength of will is nothing short of inspiring. I can see now that they've built such a thriving community. A wonderful day in the neighborhood.